Good evening again and welcome to Letters and Numbers, where we learn that a little hyperbole is good for the soul. So tonight, prepare to blow your mind with the most explosive contest in the history of the human race. And two stars giving the performance of a lifetime, the impossibly brilliant Lily Serna.
Hi, Richard.
And the man of a million words, David Astle.
G'day, Richard.
You believed all that, didn't you? You know, I mean, Lily, a little bit of hyperbole. Do you believe it all?
Oh, I think it's the best way to talk in the whole wide world.
Oh, you are occasionally guilty of such things.
Yeah, I am known in my group of friends to sometimes talk in hyperbole. You know, it's always the best day of my life or the best sandwich I've ever eaten. Or
Sandwiches, that's an important topic for hyperbole. But there are, David, some other topics that are regularly the focus of hyperbolic language.
Well, we've heard all about Hollywood hype with the all-singing, all-dancing film event of the year. But real estate placards also fall for the same trap with, luxury, opulent, don't let the door of opportunity slam. It's always that very emphatic. And amazingly, it has a lovely story too. Hyperbole, extravagant exaggeration, comes from Greek for a throwing beyond. So it's basically going beyond what really is in front of you.
That's right. And we shouldn't necessarily always believe what's over that horizon line.
No.
Welcome, David and Lily, and introducing our game gladiators now. First up, our carryover champion, retiree, Jane Taylor. Hello, Jane.
Hello, Richard.
Now, in your retirement, you've been having a lovely time doing some travel. How long were you on the road?
We took our caravan around Australia for 8 months. We started in Tasmania and travelled anti-clockwise around Australia and went up to top of Cape York and then got back down to Western Australia, and it started to get cooler as we travelled further south.
What a fantastic trip. So you were, in a sense, just following the sun virtually.
Yes, yes.
Great trip. Well, enjoy tonight.
Thank you.
And tonight's challenger manages an international supply company, Andrew Boyden. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you.
Now, it's a little bit of family competition at your place because your wife, Alicia, was a contestant here on the show a while back.
Yes, back in May last year.
So how do you go when you're both sitting watching the show at home? Is it a little bit competitive?
We challenge each other, and right now we're about 50-50 with who wins.
Okay, that sounds like tough competition, and I'm sure it will be tonight as well. Welcome.
Thank you.
So all the best to both of them tonight, Jane Taylor and Andrew Boyden. The show gets rolling as usual with our first lot of letters for tonight, and the contestant who uses the most letters in their word, of course, is the one who gets the points. Jane, off you go, please.
Can I start with a consonant, please?
Sure, let's start with N.
And another one, please.
L.
A third.
G.
And a fourth, please.
R.
A vowel, please.
E.
Another vowel.
A.
A third vowel, please.
I.
Consonant, please.
S.
And a final consonant.
And last letter, N.
Here's our first 30 seconds. Jane, first letters for the night. How many?
Try 9.
Try 9. We'd love to try 9. Hang on to that. Andrew?
7.
7. Let's go with the 7 first.
Leasing.
Leasing is a lovely word, and 7 is a lovely score, but 9, Jane.
Learnings.
So can we give some applause? Are you happy with this, David?
Cue applause. Well done.
Oh, great work, Jane. But part of the reason I ask that is it is the kind of word that does need a bit of clarification sometimes.
It's true, Richard. A word such as this, but importantly, a word like learning has several meanings, including not just the knowledge acquired, not just the act of teaching, but also it is modification of behaviour in a psychology sense. So if you can take that on board, you can also understand how that could be also a multiple concept. So well played, a wonderful start to the show.
And of course, that 9-letter word scored Jane 18 points. Well, what a start. And Andrew, of course, actually a 7-letter word is normally extremely good, which is what you got before. Let's see if you can do that again, or maybe even better.
Can I have a consonant, please?
Thanks, Andrew. D.
And another one?
M.
And another one?
L.
And can I have a vowel, please?
A.
And can I have a consonant, please?
N.
And can I have a vowel, please?
I.
And another vowel?
O.
And a consonant?
H.
And I will finish with a vowel, please.
And lastly, E.
And I'll start the clock. How did you go, Andrew?
Just the 5 this time.
5. Jane?
Say 6.
Hang on to it. Let's have the 5 first.
Rind.
Thank you. And Jane?
Handle.
No problems, David?
Say 6, and a good 6. Well done. Now, Richard, this is one of those mixes where you see so many kind of clunky consonants, you just start to suspect it might be a compound. So I tried ham line, that's not a word. I tried hand mile, not a word. But I did find an 8, and it was homeland.
Ah, nice find, David. Good stuff. But out of this one, 6 points for Jane. We're heading for the numbers next, and Jane, you're going to deliver them to us.
Try the classroom mix, please, Lily. 1 large, 5 small.
Thanks, Jane. 1 large and 5 small. And our numbers: 5, 2, 4, 6, 3, and the large is 25. The target to reach is 259.
30 seconds to get there. Well, Jane, did you go all right with those?
Yes, I got 259.
259. You too, Andrew?
I got 259.
Good stuff. Jane, can you take us through what is required there, please?
6 plus 4 is 10.
6 plus 4 is 10.
Times 25.
5 to 25 is
250.
250.
Plus 9. There is no 9.
There is no 9.
Unfortunately, Jane, a little bit of a problem there. I'm afraid we'll have to leave that one. Andrew, how did you get to 259?
25 times 2 is 50.
25 by 2 is 50.
Times 5 is 250.
250.
6 plus 3 is 9.
6 plus 3 is 9.
Add together, 259.
259.
That's got it there. To the target. The way to go for you too.
Yeah, it was a good method, Andrew.
And I noticed then, Lily, you just said, good method. You didn't gild the lily and get some hyperbole in there.
This was the best method I've ever seen.
Fantastic. Beautifully done. Well done, Andrew. The best score you could possibly have managed, 10 points. So Andrew's on 10 and Jane is on 24. We're heading for our first break for tonight. Your first word mix is dunce dig. And the clue, Dr. Watson's pal was good at this. Back shortly.